These are complications that were not totally unexpected, but are very, very rare and manageable.
Your morning news now. The CDC is currently examining some rare cases of heart inflammation among vaccinated teens and young adults. The complications were more common in males than in females and typically showed up about 4 days after the second dose of the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines. Investigations into the heart inflammation comes as 9 states mark 70% of adults as partially vaccinated. In addition, the 7-day average for new coronavirus cases in the U.S. is less than 30,000, about a tenth of what it was at its peak in January. The COVID-19 death toll in India has passed 300,000, the third highest in the world behind the United States and Brazil. While the devastating surge of new cases appears to be easing in big cities, the country's rural areas are getting hit even harder. Experts from the country's health ministry believe the true death toll is significantly higher. This is primarily due to limited health care in rural areas, making it difficult to gather an accurate number of deaths. If you are looking to get outdoors, the Wisconsin DNR is expanding group gathering limits for outdoor events at state parks as COVID-19 cases continue to decrease. The department says volunteer groups, special event groups, hikes, and education programs can now be as large as 350 people. Outdoor campsites, shelters, and amphitheaters will increase to maximum capacity or 350 people, depending on which number is lower. All other DNR facilities, including nature centers and indoor group camps, remain closed to the public. National Guard troops are set to leave the U.S. Capitol today and turn over security of the area to Capitol Police. Guard troops were deployed nearly 5 months ago when rioters broke into the Capitol and invaded the House and Senate chambers in an effort to stop Democrat Joe Biden from becoming president. The Guard mission reportedly ended yesterday. This comes after last week's announcement from the Pentagon that an extension of the Guard's presence had not been requested.
Well, it sure has felt like summer lately, and it will continue to for the next couple of days before we get some relief from the heat and humidity. We've got 80s today and tomorrow for highs, but then a cool front moves through, bringing temperatures into the 70s on Wednesday with lower humidity. However, we fall even more Thursday and Friday with those temperatures in the 60s as some rain moves in for back into the 70s by the holiday weekend.
In Wisconsin, there are 27 possible voter fraud cases among the 3 million ballots cast in the state's November presidential election. Wisconsin election officials identified those ballots and forwarded them to local district attorneys for possible prosecution. It is in line with suspected voter fraud in past elections in the battleground state. It is also much smaller than the unsubstantiated accusations made by former President Donald Trump.
And I think this group played so much more of a role than just helping people.
Neighbors Helping Neighbors is a mutual aid group that launched during the first days of the pandemic, but it shows no signs of slowing down. Engage Winona coordinates the group, and it is fully led by volunteers. Their aim is to help residents isolated by COVID with critical services like transportation, food delivery, chores, and more. The group may have started for the pandemic, but it doesn't plan on stopping just because things are getting back to normal. Starting today, Fisherman's Road in La Crosse will be closed from Fanta Reed Road to Parkgate entrance for street repairs. Access will not be guaranteed while the project is going on. It will, however, be open for the holidays. The estimated completion date is June 4th.
We had some rain showers overnight. Those are exiting, but because we have that extra moisture, some fog has developed and it is quite thick in spots. You can see visibility down to 1 mile in Eau Claire, under 1 mile in Black River Falls and Vogue Field, and we have reduced visibilities across much of the region. So just slow down this morning. Make sure your low beams are turned on. Temperatures as you're stepping out, we're in the 50s and 60s. 69 in La Crosse. You've jumped to 70 in Prairie du Chien, 57 in Sparta and in Eau Claire. Now we will see a mix of clouds and sun, slight chance of storms this afternoon, 83 for the high.
We want to thank you for sharing your morning with us. We hope you have a great Monday, and we will look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow morning.